Well, welcome all you powerful Arians, stargazers, and regular or not so regular visitors. It's December 2023, and no doubt with the combustion of your ruling planet, Mars, what that means is Mars has been basically in the rays of the sun. Sun is now moving away from this condition, but it can devitalize you. It can cause a few problems in your health, and the fact that you're not feeling quite so. Oh, just have a look at that. Seems to be a little bit of a mark there on the lens. It can devitalize you. It can make you feel as if you've got no energy, lackadaisical. And we see there on the 3rd of December the exact square of Venus to the position of Pluto. And that's a relationship issue that can be very emotionally draining. So that could be why that Sun-Mars combination is hitting you a lot harder. But the good news is that both of these hard aspects are now passing. And that brings us to the direct movement of Neptune in your 12th house. But that is also supported by a very strong new moon on the 13th of December. That new moon is going to take place in the same position as the combustion, the burning up of your ruling planet, Mars, with the sun in the 9th house of your horoscope, having to do with journeys, travels, probably a well-earned break. It's the right time of the year to do it, December. And I think you'll be thankful if you do take some time and give yourself a little bit of a gift. Take some time out and enjoy a well-earned break. I'm having trouble with my lens. Hang on one moment. That's a bit cleaner, I think. That new moon is also going to coincide on the 13th with a retrograde Mercury. That Mercury is going to be moving into Capricorn very early in the month. Capricorn, the 10th house of your horoscope, is about your work. It's about communication. It's about, putting your best intellectual foot forward, so to speak. If there are things that you haven't resolved this year with your employer, with employment issues, this is definitely the time to take advantage of the new moon. And in the 9th house, that new moon has much to say about improving your skill sets. 9th house is about educational pursuits, higher education, developing your skill sets and running with that in the direction that you feel is most compatible with your heart. The new moon, of course, is about turning over a new leaf. It's about a new chapter in your life. It's a perfect time coinciding with the final month of 2023. And we see also a couple of hard aspects around that time. That solar energy that's been devitalizing you rules your 5th house. That may have to do with your children, it may have to do with your creative enterprises. We do know that those sorts of things will be draining you of energy, along with that marital or relationship square that starts the month off. The full moon occurs on the 27th. That full moon is going to take place in the sign of Cancer. That's your 4th house. That's the family side of your life. It also has quite a bit of a relationship to your maternal connection, the relationship you have with your mother, with the maternal side of your family. And so this is the time to, it's the Christmas period, the time to resolve any of those differences that you have. And that 4th house, as well as regulating the relationship with you have with your mother, has to do with your property issues, your real estate. The other thing I'd like to mention is that some of these houses don't only relate strictly to the areas that I'm talking about. For example, the full moon in the 4th house, though that relates to your relationship with your mother, to such things as property, vehicles, etc. This happens to be the 12th house, or the house of loss for your children. So that full moon could have something to say about how your kids are spending money or how they're spending your money if you happen to be a parent. And so all these houses have a different connotation if we juxtapose the position of the planets against these other people in our lives. It's an important month because of I think the positive energy that is cleared up, number one, by that Mars-Sun energy, the clearing up of the Venus-Pluto square, the moving away of these planets from those very hard, challenging and devitalizing aspects. Relationships should improve around that time. The retrogression of Mercury in the 10th house shows that perhaps you've got some great ideas for your work, but retrogression is always about a review, a reconsideration of the pathway that you're taking. And generally, if you wait for the appropriate time, then the decisions you make will be based on a much clearer insight, better information at hand, and a more comfortable timeline in terms of when you make those decisions. We have a whole lot of stuff there for you as usual at astrology.com.au if you want to check out the chronological transits. I normally jump around a little bit and go, fly by the seat of my pants, so to speak. But we do have the chronological transits there to help you make heads or tails of what is going on, and to fill in the gaps of what I may not have told you for this final month of 2023. I'd like to take the opportunity to thank you all for having been part of my monthly forecasts. It's Christmas. I hope Santa brings you everything you hope for. I hope it's a wonderful, healthy, happy and fulfilling Christmas, and I'll see you in the new year. Take care now. Bye-bye.